सरकार की जय।
Prabhu, can you explain the meaning of this song?
Mataji. So you know Chintan?
Consciousness.
Conscious.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chintan is like you are
Thinking about something.
you're thinking, constantly thinking, like not just thinking once in a while. Chintan में आके बसो meaning you eternally stay there. I should not think about anything else.
Consciousness.
Yeah. And once I reach that state, I don't need anything else. So the devotee is praying that Radharani, you come and stay in my consciousness, and then I don't need anything else. जब मैं ढीली पड़ूं तुम कसो लाडली. So when we are on the spiritual path, there are lots of ups and downs, right? Sometimes we are very serious, sometimes we feel very enthusiastic, and sometimes we feel very low. Sometimes we go to the programs, and sometimes we don't go to the program for a long while. So if that happens, then oh Radharani, you take control of me. And
Tighten my screw.
Tighten my yeah.
Screw.
Dhila is like loose.
Dhila is like loose.
Kasna is like tighten it.
Tighten it. You scold me by any means, by basically
Bring me
create
back
a situation to bring me back.
Bring me back to the path.
Bring me back to the path.
She is the one.
Then it says आँख खोलूं तो ऊंची अटारी दिखे. So
That is for Sumita Mataji. Sumita Mataji.
आँख
खोलूं तो ऊंची अटारी दिखे.
Aankh kholo means if I Unchi Atari is the place where
Rather than Mahal.
in Barsana,
In Barsana.
in Barsana there is a place called Unchi Atari, which is the like the main temple of Radharani.
Like high altar.
And it is at a little hill, so it is called Unchi Atari. So आँख खोलूं तो ऊंची अटारी दिखे meaning whenever I open my eyes, I should see only ऊंची अटारी. That means give me residence in Barsana, so that whenever I open my eyes, I stay near that place, so that I can take your darshan. आँख मूंदू तो श्यामा जी करेली. And then whenever I close my eyes, I should only see you. When I open my eyes, I should be in front of like the Unchi Atari temple. So I should be reciting Barsana, and whenever I close my eyes, I should only see you only in that case. तेरी करुणा के रस में बहु लाडली. So so Radharani's karuna is compassion and mercy. Is very sweet, so it's very nectar, full of nectar. So I should just swim in that nectar of your compassion. मेरे भावों को कर देना साचो प्रिय. So bhav means your feelings for the Lord, right? For Radharani. So right now, like when we sing this bhajan also, our heart is not very pure. We are just on the like a tongue level only we are singing, not with the heart. So it is a prayer that my heart. I should sing these prayers by my heart. Like I should have no impurities left in my heart. मेरे भावों को कर देना सांचो प्रिय. Meaning, oh Radharani, please cleanse my heart of all the impurities, so that I can.
And make everything true, whichever I'm thinking about you.
Yeah, everything pure, no contamination. When I'm on the path of bhakti, when I'm chanting your name. And Meri Jiva
What
is
he's saying is the right
tongue.
one. What you're saying is not.
I thought such matlab such.
What she is thinking is
Pure.
if I have some feelings about you, make it come true. That's not the bhav
About-
here. The bhav is
Pure.
make it
Okay,
pure.
purify it.
Sancho
Purify,
kar do.
yeah, purify.
Make it
So because in the pure state only we can chant the name, right? So then the next line is Meri Jiva pe naam banna jo. So once we are
feeling too, I don't know.
heart is pure, then when you chant the name of Radharani or Lord Krishna,
Jiva should be right. B. Jeev is.
Jiva.
Jiva.
so it is that only, my Jiva.
But it says V, right? Jiva.
Yeah, it's
It's
Jiva.
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 Jiva. Right.
So it's Sanskrit.
One is jiva.
Jiva.
Meri
Jiva.
Jiva pe naam
Ji.
ban. So you come on my tongue and dance. Meaning, when I chant your name, I chant it with such a pure heart that you actually come and dance. It is said that when you chant the names of the Lord with pure heart, He actually comes and dance. So I must chant with that purity. Ras ki sagar ho tum ab rasolati. So when we chant the name of Radharani, of the Lord, then that Lord's name is very sweet. It's very sweet, it's full of nectar. And then when I chant, I should also swim in that nectar of chanting the holy
Ocean
name.
of nectar.
Ocean of nectar of holy name.
Raso means what is the meaning?
Raso meaning you give me that thing. I cannot achieve by my own. So it is a prayer. So I theoretically know that Lord's name is full of nectar, but give me that nectar. Raso, like until you permit it, it will not be nectar for you. Raso.
So was Radharani also incarnation of like some goddess?
Radharani is Krishna only.
Is expansion of Krishna.
Internal energy.
Potency.
Because honestly, I mean, I don't know the story of Radha. I mean, I just know like this one verse where she is kind of a lover for Krishna.
So,
but after he moves to like a different kingdom, right? So he married Rukmani, right? Not Radha.
that is like a story, right? So in that sense, you can say that Lord Krishna is son of Devaki and Vasudeva. He is, but it's Leela. So like that only Radharani is there. Like
Eternal consort.
But it is like Radharani is his eternal consort, and it is Krishna himself only.
Yeah. So
If you think about God, so God is a person, and then any person will have his personality, and his one of the personality of God is to love. And if you personify that quality, it becomes Radharani. So in that sense, and that's the prime attribute of Lord Krishna. So if you separate that, then Lord Krishna is nothing. So that's why it says that without Radharani there is no Krishna, because it is his.
So I mean, I can just back that with a shloka here. Radha Purna Shakti, Krishna Purna Shakti Mana. So Radha is the Purna Shakti and Krishna is the Shakti Mana. Dui Vastu Bheda Nahi Shastra Pramana. So Shastras are saying there is no difference between Radha and Krishna. They are same, one and same.
Yeah, one way to understand is that it is the feminine aspect of God.
But why is Radha, even in South India, all not even looks like even North India, it's not very well, like it's always like shrouded in some mystery. Nobody.
Secret, it's a rahasya.
No, I mean,
Not that open.
when Krishna moves to Mathura, right? So what happened after? What is the afterlife of Radha after the point when Krishna left?
She was
Gokul?
queen of the Brajamandal. She was the queen of Brajamandal, like Barsana, Vrindavan, and all those places.
Also, I don't know if I understood this wrong or what, but Gauragadasha Prabhu in his lecture on the Thursday, he said that Rukmini was also kind of like an expansion of Radharani, so and the gopis and the... So how, I didn't understand that completely, so how is Radharani an expansion of gopis and Lakshmi and...
Radha is not the expansion.
They are the expansions.
They are the expansions of basically.
I mean,
Anybody-
other way around, sorry, I just phrased it wrong.
In fact, any devotee, just any devotee, if they are, if they have any attraction for Krishna, that attraction comes from Radharani only. We cannot have our own attraction for Krishna. It comes from all these close associates, whether it is Rukmani or other gopis, they are all whatever affection they have for Krishna is due to Radharani only. That is one way to understand it.
It may sound silly, but I'm saying like some people are attracted to not the Krishna form. Let's say some are attracted to Vithala, Narayana, Ranganatha. Even that is Radharani, or it's only Radharani is for Krishna. It's like if somebody is attracted, is this Radharani in the play or is it?
Yes, she will
Yes.
be.
Because even, I mean, sometimes it is also misunderstood sometimes that only the Shakta's avatar is only a female version, but it's not true. Even during Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time, there were a lot of male devotees, including the Gadadhar Pandit. They are Radharani's avatar. So I am not sure about the Vithala Roop or they could be Radharani's avatar. I
No,
don't
he's
know.
not saying they are Radha.
Yeah,
What
I'm
I
not saying
understand-
Radha is
so the devotees of Vithala, their devotion, their attraction also comes from Radha.
Yes. Any devotee who has attraction for Krishna is actually coming from Radha.
Krishna in any form, basically.
Krishna in any form.
That's why in this prayer we are actually praying to Radharani.
to get the mercy and to have the
Yeah.
of bhakti.
Purely.
We are not paying to Krishna himself. We
Yeah,
are paying
in
to
fact-
Radharani.
Yeah.
Because Radharani is the actual, who.
In fact, there is no reaching Krishna without Radharani.
Radharani.
Yeah, because in any of these other avatars or like whatever that Vittala, Ranganatha, Narayana, they don't talk about Radha. So
Exactly.
but
Only
there is
Radha is
sweetness,
right.
totally
There is
obvious to
sweetness.
that fact.
So it's one like all these avatars and then all the devotees of those who basically are who have ananya bhakti for those forms. Lord takes these different forms to release that relationship with the devotees who are in that mood, who want to serve the Lord in that mood.
Correct.
So that's why Lord has so many forms.
Yeah.
So there is a
Yeah,
lot
but
of variety.
nobody talks about when in like for example, if I read a story of like Janabai or like Eknath or something like that, they don't even talk about Radha, or nobody even refers Radha because they are also very strong devotees, right?
Yes.
So the thing is, Prabhu, so there are different levels of bhakti, right? For
So,
example,
there are some-
Prabhu, sorry, I'm
Yeah,
interrupting.
no.
When you're talking about Vittala, as Lord and they're very strong, or Janabai, so are they also talking about Krishna in that time? When we're talking, they're talking about Vittala. So every time when, so every Lord's avatar will have his consort avatar as well. So those are all expansions of Radharani,
Vittala and
including
Rukmani, basically.
including Rukmani, Lakshmi Devi, they're all expansions of Radharani. So, so when we are talking about Narayana, we will only
Always
talk
talk
about
about
Lakshmi.
Lakshmi Devi,
Lakshmi, we will not talk about Radha. So that way, so Vittala is the
Rukmai.
Rukmai.
Yeah, Vittala's consort is Rukmani.
Rukmai. So we will talk about Rukmai. So that's why you're probably not hearing about Radha, but then she is Rukmai. If she is the consort of Vittala, she is the expansion of Radharani.
I mean, Dwapar Yuga, why didn't like Krishna? I mean, it would have been much simpler, right, if he married Radha and like took her with her, right? I mean,
So
why did
again,
he-
there are
There are
lots and
lot
lots of
of
explanation
process,
about
it's
this.
a very deep
process.
Very deep.
But there is a lots of explanation, very clearly and very understandable explanation why Krishna and Radha did not marry, and in fact there are explanations that they did marry. But then if you are talking about why they did not marry, is also the one simple explanation is that how can one person marry himself?
Oh, it's a
How
shame,
can you
right?
shake hand with yourself? Two people marry. When Radha Krishna are same, how do you marry them?
No, but I mean, if they show up as two different persons in Dwapar Yuga, I mean, the
Huh.
way they are portrayed, right?
Yeah.
For the
they-
material
in that
world,
way,
then
if
they
you're
are
talking
two
about-
different people.
There is a marriage that happened. Brahmaji did the marriage, and the marriage happened.
No, we heard like Krishna surrendered to Radha. Then they're different, right? Now, right?
Yeah.
So even if there, it's like Krishna and Ram. Okay. So they are different but yet same, right? That way. That way, Radha and Krishna are different but yet same. When we're talking about particularly marriage, I mean Radha and Krishna, they are same. They are not bound to get married. They are one and same person. That's one explanation.
That's one.
But there are many.
Many others.
Also, other thing, Prabhu, the marriage construct exists for humans, but you think about why Radha Krishna appeared on this planet. Why? Like the question is why, right? The question is that Atma Nivedan, which is the highest form of bhakti, which is you are doing everything for Krishna. Now, in the case of Radharani and other gopis, they were not married to Krishna, right? But they also had Leela with that, because they said whatever we do it for Krishna. We don't care about anything else, and that is the symbolic thing. So, in that framework, there is no. It's not about marriage at any point. It's really about how you serve the Lord. Like there is if you leave the 10th canto, which I have not read, sometimes there will be sulking mode of Radharani. Now we would understand why sulky mode of Radharani if Radharani is the highest devotee of Krishna. That's because Krishna wanted that. So they are doing everything, all these leelas for the pleasure of Krishna. Because they have admitted they have an Atma Nivedan. Atma Nivedan means you really, there is no identity for you. Your identity is Krishna. So that's why in that framework, marriage does not really applicable.
Yeah.
It was not, the question was not really about marriage as such, as a process or like as a procedure.
Yeah.
So the thing was like why there were like two different characters, Radha and Rukmani, right? So when it could have been same like Mata Sita, right, in Ramayana, right? It was like
There
Mata
is-
Sita all along.
There are
So there
different.
must be some reason why, I mean, he
Yeah.
kind of had a love story with
There-
one.
there-
and then-
yeah,
But Radharani comes in only in that special part of Krishna's life when he's in Vrindavan. When he goes to Mathura and Dwarka, he has to take different forms. He has different functionalities. So that mood of Krishna is not the same. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're right about why Radharani did not come to Mathura or follow him to Dwarka, because Radharani represents that particular phase of Krishna where he's in Vrindavan, where it's all about love. It's not really about fighting in a Mahabharat war. It's not about. It's really about pure love. That's it.
It's not even.
Let me ask
even
one more question. to
So
add.
one thing is like all the devotees of Vrindavan, they kind of, you can say that they do not accept the superiority of Krishna as a king. So he cannot play king in Vrindavan.
Correct.
He can play king in Dwarka or Mathura, but not in Vrindavan. When he goes to Vrindavan, he has to be a Gwal.
They'll play with him.
So-
They'll tease him.
Yeah, they will fight with him. Also, there are different bhavas. And one of the bhava, the technical name is Parakiya Bhava. And that Parakiya Bhava can be relished only in certain type of relation. It cannot be relished, that rasa cannot be relished in all kind of relationships.
But
So,
that is very deep understanding.
Parakya
that-
Parakiya is separation. We should we should explain.
Parakya bhava is chori se milna.
Acha acha.
Yeah.
Okay.
so that is also a bhava. If
That's
you want
a
to
bhava.
release that bhava, how will you release that bhava if you get married? Or if you stay together?
Yes.
That not the bhava itself is that you have to meet, hidden from the world or like that.
Yeah, my parents will not like that for me.
Yeah, nobody's parent. And so and because it is not meant for us.
Yes.
It is not meant for
It's
us.
not
That's the
meant for
reason
us.
why we don't
That's
talk
why
about
we
it.
talk about we don't talk about 10th canto.
Correct. Because we need to.
Because we need to first understand who Krishna is,
Correct.
who Radharani is. Then we will understand. Okay, they can do. It's not for us. We
There
cannot.
are, yes, we see the reason why we don't talk about Parakya Bhava or Radharani so much or the 10th canto or so many other things is because the tendency of understanding, of with our limited understanding,
We start doing the same thing. My mother will not like. My mother will not like if I lift a
Go on.
heavy
Even if I try to, let's
If I
say
try to, my
try
mother will not like it.
My mom will say, no need to.
There is
Do
no
it
reason.
yourself. So my if
Govardhan.
my-
Govardhan.
So like if I am actually trying to manage 16,108 fights,
You don't need to lift
my
it.
mom won't like
Good job.
it.
Or if there is a
now
if there is a dinosaur outside, my mom will not like if I go to and fight with the demon, right? So, but we'll not question that. As soon as it comes to he met
As soon as it comes to Parakya Bhava or the
they
Gopi
say
Prema,
people will think, why cannot I not do? But it is not socially acceptable.
No, that may be because that's the only thing people think they can do.
Yeah,
they can
that's
get that. Yeah,
They
that's
cannot
what-
do. They
yeah.
cannot do it. That as well. That's the point that I'm trying to.
Okay, I see.
They cannot do that.
right?
Correct.
But then the relishness of Chori Se Milna, now that we've spoken about it, you can you can try to understand about your courtship time. When you love your wife, when you are engaged or when you love her, and then when you meet, sometimes not even telling your parents, that exchange of love is very special. That never happened. So you can understand the depth of that love when we're talking about Parakya Bhava.
Is it 10th canto of Bhagavatam?
Yes, the way I understand normally, basically, everything has a purpose, right? So Radharani, when Krishna ji, when did he leave Vrindavan or Gokul? He was barely how much?
14 years, 13, 14.
12 years, 14 years.
And
So
he never came back.
if you look at that from
Never
that
came back.
angle, he was just a kid. My son is 9 years old. In 5 years, he's not going to become a man, right? So it's not about a girlfriend-boyfriend relationship. It's basically about beyond that. I mean, when he's born on the first day, he's getting shed by Sheshnag, and when he's in the next day, he's killing Putana and the stuff like that. So there's natural attraction, and the character of Radharani, who is also Krishna ji only, like I mean that form bhakti, is to exemplify, to show how to do a pure bhakti.
Correct.
It's
We
basically
cannot apply
two
common
characters.
rules to them. Cannot apply.
No, I mean, I'm again like.
They could have simplified it. I understand your
Totally,
point.
I mean, I
So, but
totally
yeah,
understand the
So
purity
that's
of the
why-
relationship and
And
whatever
that's
you are
why,
explaining.
Prabhu, and that's why for different sets of people there are different explanations. So when people are asking about marriages, there is actually marriage that happened, and actually that marriage happened.
Brahmaji.
Brahmaji performed the marriage, and Radha and Krishna were married in Bhandirvan. And this context will also come. Bhagavatam mein kya? I don't know. Somewhere. So
They
they
are-
got married.
Yeah, they are
So
playing
there are
and they
different
come.
explanations for different sets of people who will understand what.
Correct.
So once you are at that level, you've done like Bhagavatam ka study and all, then when you read the 10th canto and when you talk
you will
about
not ask this question.
then you will not ask, you will only relish.
And also the end, so how Radha Rani ji का जो है अंतिम जो उनका जो last mentions जो है उनके उसमें ये mention है कि Krishna ji just after he left Gokul he never played flute.
Yes, he never
played flute. And he only played flute next time when Radha ji, after fulfilling all her responsibilities and everything, she came back to him, and she wanted to spend time in that connection. But there are differences happen, stuff like that. But then what happened? She again went away, and then Krishna ji she actually asked him to, or basically she wanted him to appear for him. So he came there, and then it says that the Katha says, Kahani says, he just kept on playing flute for many days on and on and on and on, and she just actually left that life in that zone, and then she just got subsumed in Krishna itself.
The other thing is,
And just I think I will mention this because I really do want to. Trying to understand Radharani by talking, or even with the elevated devotees sometimes. Actually, it differs when you talk to some elevated devotees. But then trying to explain Radharani or talking about her or trying to make you realize, nobody can make you realize.
Correct.
Nobody can make anyone realize.
Yeah.
So Radharani is a topic where you cannot talk and understand.
Correct.
Radharani is a topic which you will realize. So the more you listen, the more you try to contemplate, the more you try to sing, the more you try to meditate, it will reveal itself.
Yep.
And you will realize. So it's not the topic, it's really not the topic, genuinely.
In fact, we should listen about Radharani not from us. You should never listen to
Right.
it.
Definitely.
Only from
No, the only
you
from
go
the
to
top
Guru Maharaj is coming, right?
Yes,
you can
yes.
probably ask questions.
You should ask this question to Maharaji because he will give you a very detailed answer.
That actually satisfies your heart better.
Correct. Yeah, we should you'll understand. But Mataji, I just want to say something is that now that there is all these movies coming to the Keva story, there's this mention about as well like Krishna and Radha's. I think it's important to mention that it is not Ras Leela as we think about it is. It is a different.
It's way beyond.
It's way beyond. We cannot compliment in material sense. So I'm glad you brought it up. I know it's a controversial topic, because even when I became Krishna devotee, my friends were like, Krishna devotee, come on, Hanuman ji ko pray karo. Like one of my close friends, he was saying that, and I didn't have a response to that. But it took me many years to understand, and I'm still not understood by that. But I'm still in the process of understanding.
But you do realize, Prabhu, right, that the realization and the revelation is better.
Correct. It's getting better every day, every time when we are sadhu.
Also, you're not understanding this way because we have had this kind of fights in our WhatsApp group a bunch of times. I have a friend. I just call him to basically tease him on these things, and so he was talking about these things. And the point is, like you said, my parents would not like, or if you were a girl, your parents would not like, right? But just simple example, 500 years back, Mirabai, nobody was able to stop her. She was given poison also. She was a daughter of a Rajput king family, right?
Married to a king.
Married to a king. Everything happened this
But
side.
there was a different, right? At
No,
that time, there was
What
not
I'm
a
trying to
physical
say is-
manifestation of someone who Mira was like praying to.
What?
So there was not a actually man
How do you know? See, if
my
you,
knowledge is just based on like
what I'm
I've
trying to say
heard,
is,
right?
basically what I'm trying to say here is, when you are in that bhakti zone, the normal things don't apply. You are not able to understand that, right? Even if you try to stop a bhakti, you will not be able to stop them, because their bhakti, their connection is directly with Bhagavan. You cannot understand that. You cannot, me and I cannot understand that. So we cannot think or understand from the same perspective.
But I have a question. What is the bhav of Satyabhama? We talk about Radha, but there is another consort of Krishna. Satyabhama is equally famous. It's like Rukmini Satyabhama. What is her role like that? I don't know. They are like so many queens Krishna has. So she is also one of the top
Satyabhama is also
queens.
that she appeared as Devam just so that, and she's also sulking. She's not like Rukmini, just submissive. But she is also sulking. There's also a expression about her. Only for pleasure of Krishna, but not to the extent that the love between Radha and Krishna. But she's also.
But even Satyabhama is not talked about much.
No, they in Bhagavatam it is only talking about Radha and Krishna because that's the sort of the highest form of bhakti.
No, Prabhu, I think Satyabhama is talked about a lot when it's about Narkasur, and she was the daughter of Jamvant. Krishna ji was Ashtabharya. He had Ashtabharyas. So all these Ashtabharyas are discussed in Bhagavatam.
The main source from where we learn about Radha is Bhagavatam. And in Bhagavatam, there is no direct mention of Radha.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bhagavatam doesn't have what?
No direct mention of Radha. The reason, one of the reasons is because Shukadeva Goswami is like a great devotee. अभी ये बस डालना YouTube पे बता दो.
एक मिनट.